Hey, I got a new camera, and since people generally like unboxing videos, I figured I could show just that. Now, this is not going to be anything earth-shaking. It's nowhere near as high quality as the camera that I'm recording with right now, the Panasonic GH4. But I still needed a replacement for this one here. This is a camcorder that I got in 2012, and it was pretty decent at the time. It's now outdated, and worse, it does this. Yeah, it doesn't work too well anymore. The cover actually stopped working a long time ago. The lens cover here is usually supposed to flip closed automatically, but yeah, it's got some issues. In fact, I might destroy this at some point with various things just for fun. So I got this as a direct replacement. This is also Panasonic. This one here is the HC V700, I think it was. What does it say again? Yep, HC V700. And this is the HC V380. This one came out in 2016. So just get out my knife here, open it up, and we're going to take a look. So as I said, this is not so much for an increase in video quality. It's just for specific situations. Like, for example, or in particular when I'm at the range. This one here has a very long zoom, which is exactly what I wanted. The other camcorder was pretty good too. It's got a 21 times optical zoom, I think, and it's got a total of 46 times so-called intelligent zoom. So the rest of the way is just digital zoom. This one here's got, I think it was 30 optical zoom and 90 times intelligent zoom. So that is a lot of zoom. This is also pretty well packaged, so there we go. And how many spots is this tape? I don't care, I'm just going to brute force it open. Screw it. Do not care. So here we've got some bubble wrap with the actual camera. There is the manual, of course. Nothing too exciting. Looks like a HDMI cable, which I don't need. And we've got a micro USB cable. And that looks like power cable. Yeah, there's the power adapter and cable for charging, of course. And so let's just go ahead and unwrap. Should be pretty similar. Oh yeah, it's kind of a more sleek design overall. Looks a lot smoother if you look at that side by side. That's kind of interesting. This has got this sort of fake leather texture to it. Kind of interesting. Wait, does it not come with a battery? What sorcery is this? Nice, let me double check here. Ah, there it is. Okay. That would have been bizarre if it didn't come with its battery. I don't actually know. This battery might actually fit that one, because I think let me see, perhaps it might physically fit. I'll have to, before I use it, I'll have to double check just to make sure. Nope, never mind, it does not fit. Okay, would have been nice. So I know that Panasonic cameras in general tend to be somewhat interchangeable with the parts, but not in this case. Let's see, there we go. Does it have a charge? It's not turning on. Oh, there we go, okay. Yeah, well, the battery's almost empty. Set home region and date, time, usual stuff. Nothing exciting, I'm just gonna do that. And I've got, yeah, no card, I know. I'm just about to shove it in. Be patient, I will shove it in as soon as I can. There we go. So I might actually do a bit of a test recording here. It should all be on auto settings, I'm assuming. Oh, quiet zoom, that's nice. The other camcorder is really loud, actually. So, let's see here. This is not going to be a terribly interesting view, especially with the video light there. It doesn't really want to record anything. So, yeah, there's my background. And I'll flip this over. There's face recognition. Looks like the colors are pretty decent. Wait, did I already get a sunburn? I was just out for a little bit recording stuff and it was partially overcast. But I already look sunburned, don't I? Yeah. Oh well. Let's see, how bad is the onboard audio? I would think pretty bad. It's generally rather terrible. So we should probably switch back to the external microphone. There we go. So, yeah. Image stabilization seems quite nice. I'm definitely shaking around here. Oh yeah. That's nice and stable. I like it. And, standard colors and contrast and such seem pretty good. Which, wasn't the case for the other one. Alright. So with the other camcorder, I had to do extensive editing to make it look halfway presentable. This might not be the case here. This should be a lot better. Ah, I like this. You can actually open and close this manually. So in other words, this cannot get messed up. I mean, it can, it's just less likely than the electronic mechanism on the other one. So yeah, that's good. I definitely like how it handles it. It actually feels better than the other one. Not that it's that big of a deal. I mean, you just hold it in your hand, you do your thing. It's not like makes that much of a difference, but it is kind of nice. This one here feels pretty decent, and yeah. So I'll use that for those shots at the range. For example, when I'm shooting at a target and I want to show the target at the same time, I can set this up. It doesn't have to be terribly close to the target now with that kind of zoom. And also, in particular, what I use this for is when I do tests on armor or anything really, and I record with this main camera. I record the strike as I perform it, and this is on a tripod, and I don't want to move it back and forth all the time, especially because the GH4 isn't really great for autofocus. So I prefer to just set the focus and then leave it there. And then I have the slow-mo camera, which also needs to stay in position, and it records the slow-mo, and then it takes a while to actually save that. And so then I can just have this in my cargo pants and then just whip it out and show the damage on there. And with the image stabilization, that's very helpful. So yeah, it seems like a pretty good option. It's really consumer rated. It's not meant for professional recording or whatever, but for what I have in mind, it's going to be just fine. In fact, nobody even complained about the footage that I recorded with this one, even though it's noticeably worse. And this one is pretty cheap. You can have it for, what was it, 300 something, I think, on Amazon. Now, I think that's cheap because, you know, I spend $1,000 on a camera and more. So I've been debating with myself about getting a new lens for this camera there that I'm using, but that's going to be about $1,000 for the really good one. So yeah. Anyway, before I ramble too much, so that's it. That's the camera. Hope you liked the video. Thanks. Have a good one.